I'll be the first to say that the relationship I have isn't the most normal, at least not by society's standards. I have a polyamorous relationship, to put it extremely simply. For those of you who don't know, a polyamorous relationship is typically a romantic relationship between more than just two people. A poly relationship can come in all sorts of forms, with all sorts of sexualities, and can honestly include any number of people. And not everyone has to be dating each other. If two people in a relationship aren't romantically interested, then it's perfectly possible for them to be friends while still loving their significant other, or others. For myself, my relationship includes a total of about 5 people. There's me and my sister, our shared boyfriend, we'll call him Jay for now, and our also shared girlfriend, let's call her Angel, who has a second boyfriend. Chase sounds like a good name for him, then that the rest of us are friends with. My sister and I live with Jay and Angel, while Chase currently lives on his own. Mostly due to being perfectly fine like that, but also partially due to his allergies. We have several pets that he's highly allergic to. A lot of people who learn about us normally have the same question. How do we make it work? Poly relationships seem like that they would be full of problems. They think it's impossible for us to be loyal to each other. And they would be right, if this was an unhealthy relationship. A healthy poly relationship typically works like any other monogamous relationship. We like imagining that there are 3 pillars that are essential to it. Love, of course, is one of the big ones. Then there's trust, as no relationship can work without it. And then there's the one last big one, communication. Living with these people and loving them in all of their quirks involves a lot of communication. An unhealthy poly relationship typically lacks this, in which one person has multiple people that know nothing about each other. In short, they're cheating like you would in a monogamous relationship. Or maybe they have partners who are unable to get along and knew about this going in. They created a toxic situation in which no one could be happy. For me, Angel was my first. We decided dating when I was fully aware that she already had 2 partners, and these were the partners that I was familiar with and enjoyed being around. Eventually, these 2 partners left for various reasons, and Jay was brought into our little pack. In the beginning, he and I were just friends. We had already been friends before, and further bonded over our mutual love for Angel. When we started to evolve past friendship, Angel, Jay, and I all sat down and discussed, and later agreed, about Jay and I dating. My sister was one of the last to join us. Now, don't get me wrong, I'm not dating my sister, nor will I ever date my sister. Incest is not wincest. But she and Angel would end up flirting in such a way that it naturally grew into a relationship on its own. Same with her and Jay. Given how we were all living together at this point, and my sister is naturally a loving person, it was all pretty natural. When Angel began to show interest in Chase, though, this is where communication became an important thing. Angel went around to the 3 of us, talking with us and making sure that we liked and approved of Chase. And since we did, she pursued the relationship. This is how we always do it. If we want to bring someone new into our fold, we all have to talk to each other. Make sure that the newcomer is comfortable with the polyamorous relationship, and then make sure that everyone can get along. I'm not saying everything is perfect. Sometimes we do experience jealousy, times where we want to monopolize someone specific. But at the same time, we understand that each of us provide what the others can't, and vice versa. It's all a matter of talking to each other and understanding where we're all coming from. No, our biggest fights come from our backgrounds. I mean, we're all living together. A lot of times how we used to live and our routines from our childhoods do interfere. My sister and I grew up in a fairly well-to-do family, never having to worry about money or resources or anything of the sort. Angel and Jay, on the other hand, grew up on the other side of the train tracks. Jay, while he was taken care of, had to deal with a broken family, low income, and violent neighborhoods. Angel, she dealt with the same, except she also had to worry about where she was going to sleep, or whether or not the power was going to be on when she got home. Angel and Jay grew up learning to be far thriftier than me and my sister had to. This is where communication becomes such an important factor. Because we grew up so vastly different, we all interpret things differently. What I see as important, Angel sees as something we just want. What Jay sees as a normal meal, my sister and I see as tasteless and repetitive. And it's not just in financial areas either. To me, a promise is something that doesn't have to be fulfilled. For Angel, normally a promise being kept meant the difference between being able to stay or getting kicked out and finding somewhere new. I'll admit, it can be pretty rough sometimes. But with love comes communication and compromise. And even with the fights, we learn to adapt and how to make our differences work. Polyamorous love isn't any different than monogamous love. It just means that there's more people to share it with. You just need to do you. Thank you for watching another one of my videos. I really hope you enjoyed it. Feel free to like, share, and comment, and subscribe to this channel for more content like this.